Hey guys, Simpsy here. Welcome to my first episode of my FIFA 15 Arsenal career mode. Yes, we are playing as Arsenal. So, guys, leave a like to get this series off and running. I'm so excited to play with Arsenal. So, my main objectives for this season, obviously, is to make top four. If we can qualify for Champions League again, I'll be absolutely over the moon. Not particularly too fussed about the League Cup. Champions League wise, I reckon we could get, if we get to the knockout stages, the round of 16 and the quarters, I would actually be happy. I'd be happy with the performance because I really want to probably even nearly push for top two. I don't think we're going to win the title this year, but depending on the signings we make, we might. But we have a ridiculous amount of money. So first things first here, we're going to go through the squad. We're going to be getting out the dead wood. We're going to be restructuring the team a little bit and obviously loaning the younger players off. So guys, let me know in the comment section down below players you'd like me to sign for this career mode. We do manage to sign a player and in this episode, and we also have a match against Manchester City in the Community Shield. So basically selling players like Arteta, Monreal. I do know Arteta is an Arsenal fan favourite, but we just need the money. We need to bring in young guns, and that's what career mode's all about. So we do have a short list coming up here. Now, I want to restructure my centre back. I need a new centre back. I need a new centre defensive mid, and I also would like to buy a striker. So, Buchstaber is one of the main men at Bayern Munich. He's my target. 80 overall, 25 years of age. Obviously, he's gone the pecking order now that Martinez Benita from Roma and a few other centre-backs have come in. Howardis played absolutely fantastic at the World Cup from Schalke. But I think Buchstaber, he's 6'3". We're probably more likely to sign. Now, centre defensive wise, we have two Southampton mans, Schneiderlin and Wanyama, and William Carvalho, and Sven Bender. So yeah, I'm not really too sure I'm going to go for. Probably Sven. But strikers wise, now I really am eyeing up Marco Reus. He is a left mid in this game, but he's been a centre forward and a striker for the past who knows how many FIFAs. So if we do manage to sign Marco Reus, I'll be playing as that main man striker. And also Isco is on my target as well. So we did get a offer here from Thomas Rosicky from Bordeaux, and we did get an offer here from for Roberto Flamini. Rosicky, 80 overall, 33 years of age. If we could get 12 million for him, I would be happy. And Flamini, 30 years of age, 77 overall. I'm hoping I'm going to ask Pelamo. I don't know why I'm saying. I feel like I'm saying that weirdly. Anyway, it's Italian. Sorry. So we do manage to sign Roberto Flamini to the Serie A club, and that's just going to give us a little bit of boost in cash. So guys, let me know in the comment section down below players you'd like me to sign. Where do you think I'll be ending up in the league? And do you think my objectives are accurate? So we did get an offer here from Stoke City for Oliver Giroud, and we did do a counter offer for 20 million. They said they'll come back with 14, and I said, no, you're going to give me 18. You are a rival side, and I feel that Giroud would actually fit really well at Stoke. He would fit in with that slow, tall, stocky football. Now, we did get an offer here from Lille. Now, I did offer 20 million, so they did come back and said 16, and I was quite happy to accept that because he is not a rival side, and he's going to the Liga. But Stoke City have accepted the contract for 18 million for Oliver Giroud. I actually don't mind Giroud as a player, but in career mode, I just wouldn't think he would sit. Arteta looks like he could be going back to Spain. Real Sociedad, Manuel Neuer's side. Manuel Neuer. What's his name? I don't know why I said Manuel Neuer. What's his fucking name? David Moyes. How did I get Manuel Neuer from David Moyes, the manager? Jesus. We do manage to loan a couple of players off here. Chambers, 71 overall, 19 years of age, is going to the Hammers for a short-term loan. Now, Southampton have inquired about Jack Wilshere, 81 overall, 22 years of age. And I'm quite happy to let Wilshere go for a decent price, 25 million, that's what we counted. So, guys, the first player of the Arsenal career mode is Marco Reus. 91 million is a bit excessive, but Borussia Dortmund, trust me, they wouldn't go for anything less. So Marco Reus, 86 overall. My God, look at his stats. He can play all over the park. Left mid, cam, right mid, and winger. I am going to be playing him as a striker. So this is the formation I am going with. I'm going with a 4-2-3-1. Marco Reus is going to be my main striker up front. Mesut Ozil is going to sit beside him. Sanchez and Cazorla on the wings. And you're most welcome to pause at any point in time to have a look at the side as well. So we've got Debuchy and Gibbs on the right back and left back. And we have Mertesacker and Koscielny, and obviously Chesney in goal. And we currently have Ramsey and Jack Wilshere in the centre defensive. So we're going with the roles here. Mertesacker is currently the captain. I'm just basically changing up some of the free kick. I want Ozil to hit that right short free kick just because he's a left footer and he could actually curve it in a lot more. But it looks like Marco Reus is probably the left foot and the long foot taker at the moment. I'm curious to actually see who is the best penalty kick taker here, but it looks like it's going to be Marco Reus, I would imagine. So I think these player roles are alright. Let me know in the comment section down below if you have any disclaimers, or you think someone else should be suited to that. But we do have the match against Manchester City, so if we can win that here today, I don't really care about the Community Shield all that much, but if we can beat Manchester City, we're going to be putting our best side into it. It's always good to get a piece of silverware to start off the season, of course. Danny Welbeck, Ox, and Thomas Rosicky still here. So we've still got a pretty good bench coming off here, but Marco Reus is going to be my main man up front, so I'm hoping we can do well this season. But we are playing against Manchester City, of course, who have just a superb side. We're at Wembley Stadium, so let's do this, guys. I really can't wait. So once again, let me know in the comment section down below players you'd like me to sign, and who do you reckon is going to be the top goal scorer of the Premier League? Will it be Marco Reus? Will it be someone from the other side? Maybe it will be Sergio Aguero or, I don't know, Wayne Rooney. But Reus manages to find Ozil here. He does get his shot off, but Joe Hart manages to save quite comfortably. He might have even got a deflection off. But Sami Nasri manages to find Zabaleta, and João Moutinho, the Portuguese man, has actually signed for Manchester City, so I find that quite interesting. And we do manage to concede. Chesney obviously wasn't concentrating all that much, and Jovetic managed to get a diving header on top of that. It was unlucky to beat him, but 1-0 down against Manchester City is really not acceptable. Marco Reus here on the ball. He manages to get a red card, so Manchester City in the 40th minute gift us one player down, and it's the man Fernandinho who is going off. It was Marco Reus. He managed to get chopped down, and luckily he didn't pick up an injury, Marco Reus, but it's going to be interesting to see his performance this year. But Jack Wilshere whips it into Reus, and unfortunately couldn't quite get just up to it just before half-time. Now, after half-time, Marco Reus on the ball fires one. It's not Joe Hart playing, it's that other shit goalkeeper, my bad. But João Moutinho on the ball, the Portuguese legend, just breaking past my defense. His shot just goes wide of Chesney, and it was really quite lucky not to score there. Marco Reus on the ball with the Ronaldo chop. He manages to break away somehow, bouncing between the two Manchester City players, and in the 72nd minute, my man Marco Reus makes it 1-0 and scores on his debut for Arsenal, and I think he's just going to be absolutely superb up front. And we've also got Danny Welbeck that can come off the bench as well and just always has an immediate impact. So Reus on the ball manages to chip it over to Danny Welbeck. Danny Welbeck takes it on the chest, and all Danny Welbeck has to do is simply put it back down in his booth, cool, calm and collected, puts it in the back of the net to make it 2-1. So we're 2-1 up against Manchester City, more so due to, for some reason, they're not fielding Joe Hart, which is stupid. And they are one man down, and it was Fernandinho to pick up the red. But like I said, Danny Welbeck, fresh off the bench, is just superb. Now Marco Reus, look at this to Oxlade-Chamberlain. Dinks it over the Manchester City defense. The Ox manages to get it off the boot, and I don't know why, I don't know how he got so much of a hit. It's like that animation, that sliding shot gets more power than any other shots. I swear Air Japes was saying that quite a while ago. But with the triple threat substitution here, Ox and Danny Welbeck manages to put the nail in the coffin and hopefully win us this game. But look at this. Walcott manages to find Danny Welbeck to make it 4-1. and unfortunately he couldn't quite get up to it. It was like that animation again. They just absolutely rocketed. But we end up winning the Community Shield 3-1. Marco Reus gets his debut goal. Danny Welbeck gets on the team sheet, and the Ox as well. So it's kind of unfortunate that we can't play Danny Welbeck. I will be heavily rotating him with Marco Reus because I really do like Danny Welbeck in career mode. He does have a high potential. And I did play with him in my QPR career mode, and he was absolutely fantastic last year. But guys, it's good to see the Arsenal boys pick up a piece of silverware at the start of the season. It's always a good encouragement. And it's good to see the team celebrating with the trophy. So guys, we are going to end the episode here. Thank you very much for watching if you watched it all the way through. I really do appreciate it. Remember to leave a like to support this series and my channel. And above all, remember to go out and have a fantastic rest of your day. Thanks a bunch, guys. Simpzy out.